was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The stop by Martin.
A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably trembling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Tackle made at the 20.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
17-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score. On for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Ryan. He's got the hook up to Reed. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. First down and much more here for Jones. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
49-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Ryan to throw. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, Ryan. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns. So
his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 32-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Got him in, he finds Sanders. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Kamara. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He'll return it from the 6. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd half ready to roll. 2 field goals. The combined output in half number 1 could be first touchdown wins. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield.
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Breeze. They're going deep for him. Almost intercepted. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. His throw incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Another carry now for Gurley. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
It's caught. Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. first and goal. Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They run. It's Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Ryan is complete to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Ryan on 1st down.
Shit, that bitch intercepted that ball, and they wouldn't even let the bitch run like he was hurt or something. And then just let the bitch fumble the ball. That's some bullshit, man.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area.
The bitch wasn't even running like he was limping. The bitch wasn't even running.
Touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good.
How the hell I ain't had control of when I caught the ball in the end zone? He got tackled on about the 15-yard line.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Breeze now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They complete it to Hill. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A gain of 6.
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striking down to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now.
And this is intercepted.
Not my line.
With the INT. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip